Good morning, everybody. That's a few minutes early this morning, but hey, it's better early than late, right? It's your boy Shawn here, and this is Shawn Talks Trucking. It is Tuesday, December 5th. I hope everybody's having a great morning this morning. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Shawn. I'm a over-the-road truck driver, and a trainer. Now I'm a fleet administrator here at Rosedale Transport. But every Monday morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we get up at 6 a.m. and I get up actually earlier than that, but at 6 a.m. I go live and I talk trucking to you. I try to bring you safety tips and awareness to help you succeed as a truck driver. The whole reason I started this channel back in September 22 was to help drivers learn what the CDL school don't teach them. So that's what I do. How's everybody doing out there this morning? Everybody doing good? Everybody's doing good out there. It's been a crazy last few days, but today when I get to work up there, I've got some, I gotta go pick up recover some trucks from Chattanooga, so I'll be running back and forth Chattanooga and back today. I think I got like 3 trucks that I need to recover. But today's video, we're gonna talk about, I've been talking about different subjects, different things, but today's video, I'm going to talk to you about 10 things that truck drivers like about trucking. I talked about what they hate about trucking. So I did some research, and these are not my top 10, but these are just an overall survey of what drivers liked about trucking the most. Okay? So let's get into it. What's going on? Life goes on. What's up, buddy? Good morning. Getting to the money early. That's right. That's right. You got to get going. You got to get moving. Them tires ain't turning. You ain't earning. You know what I mean? All right. So the number one thing that truck drivers liked about trucking in this little survey we did was independence. Truckers enjoy the freedom of being on the open road and making their own decisions throughout the day. Is that your case? Let me know in the comments. Do you like, as a truck driver, do you like the freedom to be able to make your own decisions of when you can stop and eat, when you want to stop and sleep, what you want to do throughout the day, or do you feel like you don't have any freedom? Some people feel like they're a slave to the clock or a slave to the road. Now, when I drove, I did feel like I had freedom. I mean, I felt like, hey, I could kind of choose my routes if I needed to and where I wanted to go. I had a little bit of freedom with it, and it did feel, you wasn't stuck to no schedule. You're stuck to a schedule, don't get me wrong, but you got to make sure you make the deliveries and stuff like that. But I felt like if I wanted to stop and eat some barbecue, I could. If I needed to stop, I wanted to make plans to see certain things, I could. So independence. Let me know in the comments if that's your number one thing. But that's what come up as what truck drivers like about trucking. Number one thing was independence. Okay, the next is going to be travel. Trucking allows individuals to see different parts of the country and experience diverse landscapes and different cultures. I mean, I never would have got a chance to see like Wyoming, up in South Dakota. What's going on, Ed? Yeah, he's doing a lot better, brother. He really is. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate the prayers. That's what I'm doing now. Since he's there in the house, I'm riding local. So, not driving local, I'm working in the yard. But I drive 2 hours a day up here and 2 hours every back. So 4 hours a day of driving just to get to work so I can take care of them. But yeah. What's up, Busted Trucker? What's up, buddy? Hey, when you coming to Rosedale? I know they talked to you the other day. I know you talked to Tina. Did you ever decide on when you was coming? Let me know when you start to come so I can make sure I get you a good truck. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Republic of Islamic? I can't see it's hard for me to see the comments this morning. I apologize. Congratulations, dude. You said you're going to Swift? Hey, I appreciate that, Ed. So let's go back. It's hard for me to read the comments while I'm driving, y'all. I apologize, but I can read them later if y'all want to make sure y'all comment. So, travel. Number 2 is what truck drivers like is traveling. I never would have seen some places that I've seen. I was talking to my dad about that other day. You got to keep calling. If you're trying to get in touch with Rosedale, you got to keep trying, buddy. It's they've only got one recruiter, and it's hard to get through, man. They're a small company, but they're a good company. But if you send me your number, or email me your contact information, I'll call you later. My email is ShawnGresham90@gmail.com. ShawnGresham. No, they hire people who have no experience, buddy. We hire right out of school here, so you don't have to have 5 years experience to work here. Not at all. You got to have at least 5 months to get the sign-on bonus. The sign-on bonus is $4,500. That's 5 months, not 5 years. My email, write it down, is Shawn, SHAWN. Last name is Gresham, GRESHAM90@gmail.com. Call me or call Tina later and tell her you talked to me and try to get through there, okay? All right. So we're talking about the 10 things that truck drivers like about trucking. The first one was independence. The second was travel. Okay. The next one, it's kind of like the first one, but it's flexibility. It's just what it come up. This is independent research I did on the internet, and it's what it come up with. Flexibility. Many truckers, they say, appreciate the flexibility of scheduling their own routes and managing their time independently. That's one thing that I like doing. Like my dispatcher here at Rosedale would. Oh, if you're out of California, that's probably why, bud. Yeah, we're not hiring out of California, man. I'm sorry. We would, but we just could never get you home. We don't have any routes going all the way to California, man. That's why. But one thing I like about Rosedale is they let you they offer you more than one route. They don't micromanage you. We don't have driver-facing cameras. You know, they don't tell you where to fuel. They we got to feel it loves, but they don't micromanage you. You know, you're a truck driver. You're a professional truck driver. Just go out there and get it done. So that's the way they do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, number 4 on the list was one of my favorites, and that's job security. The demand for truck drivers, y'all, it's often high. I mean, it provides a sense of stability and employment because you are an experienced truck driver. Like, I know today, if I lost my job today, I'd have a job tomorrow somewhere. I don't know where. Might not be the one I like, but I'd have one. There's a lot of job opportunities out here for trucking, and a lot of chances you can grow and move and do different things. So, definitely. All right, Busted Trucker. Hey, you said you're going to be your first week of January. That's awesome, man. Listen, when you get here, I'm going to take you out to eat, okay? I'm going to try to take you to lunch every day you're here, bro. We're going to go hang out. We've been talking for a while, so we'll do lunch together because I'm working on the yard right now. I'm working, dealing with the trucks and trailers, so I got you, Busted Trucker. One Busted Trucker's making the change. He's coming over here to the Rosedale Transfer. You're going to like it here, man. It's a lot of drop and hook, 90% drop and hook, man. The freight's good. They got good people here. It's like family. You'll see. You'll like it. I've never had anybody come here that didn't like it. That's real talk. I ain't got my GPS on today, so this place ain't telling me to turn. Usually it's like, turn here, turn there. I got tired of hearing that stuff. I used it for, excuse me, first few weeks driving up here. I had to learn my different ways. There's 1,000 different ways to come from my house. Oops. It does that to y'all on camera drops every time I hit the gas up there. Okay, so we're talking about the 10 things that truck drivers love about trucking. Number 1 was independence. Number 2 was travel. Number 3 was flexibility. Number 4 was job security. Okay, number 5, that comes up as variety. It says truckers encounter a wide variety of tasks and challenges from navigating different routes to handling diverse cargo. All right, I can see that. When it was snowing, I liked it. I know everybody likes driving in the rain and snow, but My first few times, it was always every year of the year, it's challenging. And I like a challenge, you know. All right, got to go up these big mountains, you know. I got to go over these Rockies, coming down the Rockies mountains, you know. Okay, I'm in automatic, coming down the Rockies, how's this going to work? I remember that. And going through my first sandstorm, and, you know, or being out there on tornadoes. I don't like that, but it was definitely challenging, needless to say. And it kept me on my toes, you know, or I have a goal to get there, and I want to get there before anybody else, or they won't do it, I can do what they say can't be done. You know, it's on. Say I can't do it, shoot, I can do it, get it. But I also knew when to stop. I also knew when to slow down too. You know what I mean? Get back in the road, old boat. I ain't swerving right here. All right, so number. What are we on now? We're on number 7. It says strong bonds. Okay. Truckers often develop strong bonds with fellow drivers in the industry professional, creating a sense of community. Now that is true, especially with this YouTube channel. I've got a lot of guys and women that we met over the time, and I've got strong bonds with a lot of truck drivers that I don't even know throughout the country that I talk to every day. You know, I talk to on this channel, and it is kind of like a community of truck drivers, like a strong bond. Like I feel like, you know, if I was broke down somewhere, I could get on the YouTube channel, I could get on the CB, and I could find a trucker somewhere that would help me get through. So that's good. Now, it's changed a lot over the years. It used to be really, really strong. The camaraderie was really good back in the day. And it's changed. It's kind of sad, but some of the generations have just changed. You know, it's not like it used to be. You know, people are growing up different. Their morals are changing, and it's sad, but there is still some good people out there, and it makes trucking a good community, you know what I mean? All right, number 8 is opportunity for solitude. All right, this one here is true. Opportunity for solitude. Some people look at it as a negative thing, but you can look at it as a positive thing too. You know, for some long hours on the road, it can be it can offer valuable opportunity for personal time. You know, being on the road for a long periods of time, I didn't enjoy being away from my wife. I missed her and my kids, but I enjoyed listening to my podcast. I enjoyed learning new things. If I didn't know something, I could go to YouTube. That's the great thing about living the way we live, is we have internet, you know. And they didn't have that back in the day. And I could put it on YouTube, sit it down so I wasn't watching the video, but I could listen for hours about all kinds of things. Joe Rogan. Love listening to Joe Rogan. Love his podcast. I'd learn stuff all the time from his podcast. Like things that, you know, they would debate certain subjects. And that's the one thing that we've lost in this country is debates. Like used to, if you had a different opinion about something, you could debate it. Like you could take and you could say, hey, I don't like this, and I debate it, and listen to the other side of the view. But now it's like every time I hit the fuel, y'all, every time I hit the gas, it just falls down, sorry. Every time you say something, you have a different opinion, the other person gets mad about it. Let's debate it. Let's talk about things. And that's what I liked about Joe Rogan's show is they talked about it without arguing. You know, now it's just got to prove to shut the other person up. But what happened to healthy debates? Debates are healthy, I thought. I mean, even if you, okay, let's say I disagree with you and I do a debate with you and I still think you're wrong, it just makes my belief even stronger by hearing your point of views. Or maybe I'm wrong. And I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. So debates are very healthy. And I love that about trucking because I can hear different opinions about different things and understand things. And the more we understand things, the smarter we are, the more we can go places and the more we can open our opportunities in life. So you can take trucking and you can learn languages. You can learn all kinds of things. A lot of people say, this is a dumb truck driver. Truck driving, you ain't got to be dumb. you're not dumb if you drive a truck. Truck driving's not easy, but all the stuff that you have a chance to learn and to grow your mind spiritually. I mean, I've learned so much out here driving. I'm not saying I'm smart at this thing in the world. I'm not. But I had a chance to learn things that other people wouldn't get to. I could hear things other people wouldn't get a chance to do. Like now when we're working at the office, I don't have a chance to listen to a 4-hour podcast. A debate about different things. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So you've got to learn and find what you like. But yeah, so I can see that being on the list. They called it opportunity for solitude, but it was a way that you could pray and get close to God. There's a lot of good things about it. All right, let's move on. Number 9 on the list. We're talking about the 10 things that truck drivers like about trucking. Number 9 was competitive pay. Truck driving can still offer competitive salaries, especially for experienced and skilled drivers. Look, I made good money driving a truck. Okay, I mean, last year or this year, I made over $100,000 driving a truck. I was a trainer. I got paid good driving, and I did it. Now, what I'm making now, about half that inside the office. I went from $100,000 a year to $50,000 a year, but it's something that I have to do. You're like, well, Shawn, why'd you do that? Well, if you don't know about my situation, my mother passed away October 30th this year, and my grandfather was he was in hospice, and my mother was taking care of him, so we had to move him to our house. And now I've got to be home every night so I can help my wife with him and make sure she can't leave the house unless I'm there. So I had to come off the road to do that. But trucking allowed me to do that, especially with a company like Rosedale Transport. They allowed me, now they can't pay me what I was making driving, but they allowed me to come in right now and work, as a fleet administrator, work as a yard manager or whatever you want to call it. And I get the opportunity to learn, and I get the opportunity to make sure that my grandpa's okay and spend time with my kids. So for now, I'll be back driving. Probably will be back trucking, but for now, this is where I'm at, and I thank God for it. All right, so I want to give a special shout out this morning I had a couple super chats on the live yesterday that I didn't get to call out. We had 2 actually. Steven from Atlanta donated $2. Thank you, Stephen, for that $2 on that super chat. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Eric from North Carolina donated $5. Thanks, bud. I really appreciate that. Thank you to both of y'all. Every time somebody donates anything to a super chat and does that, it means a lot to me, and I appreciate that. It's something that's done on live videos like this. If you donate, I used to put it to the camera system. Now it's actually going to just my family, help support my family to get through since things have changed. So they helped me, my grandpa and stuff. So I really appreciate any super chats that y'all give. Thank you. Also, I want to remind you about the memberships that we offer. Bonehead truckers, mother truckers, and great channels, famous channels, they all offer a membership. They give you a little emoji next to your name and live shout outs. I do the same thing, except mine's a little different. I got 2 memberships. One of the memberships, I offer a trucking mentorship. It's like a trucking coaching. I give you my personal phone number. So if you join my membership, you don't get a T-Mobile number. You don't get a Google number. You get my actual T-Mobile number that's registered to me, and you can call me. I may not have all the answers, but if you have a question and you need help, you're a new driver, you're an experienced driver, and you say, hey, I'm trying to find somewhere to park. Can you help me with this? I will do whatever I can to help you succeed. And if I don't know the answer, I know a truck driver who will. So if you join the membership, that helps out. It just goes to support the channel, and I do appreciate that also. And if you can't afford the membership, hey, just email me, and I'll give you my number anyway. It's ShawnGresham90@gmail.com, bud. I'm here to help y'all whatever I can to help y'all succeed. And that's all I want, man. And we're to be a community and to help. And I appreciate y'all helping me grow. We're over 50,000 subscribers, and we're trying to get to 100,000 next year. So I need y'all to make sure you hit the like button and to make sure y'all share this video any chance you get. But before top of the morning to you too, bud. United Billy, good morning, buddy. So I want to go ahead and offer a prayer this morning. Something I do every morning before I get to work and before y'all get going. Now, if you're driving, please don't bow your head and close your eyes. Please don't do that. But if you're not driving, like I'm driving right now, if you're not driving, I want you to bow your head and close your eyes. But if you are driving, don't do that. I'm going to pray with y'all. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Jesus. I ask you to touch everybody who's listening to this channel and everybody who's not listening to this channel that are out there driving. Lord, I want you to move your spirit into their truck with them, wherever they're at, and send your angels. Let them feel you this morning. Let them feel your spirit in your truck. Let them feel it on the goosebumps in their arms. Let them know that you're there. Speak to them and let them know that you haven't left them, that you're always right there next to them, guiding them, and let them talk to you as a friend that I know that you are. Let them get that relationship so they can speak to you. But Father, if any of them out there are sick and they're hurting right now, I ask you to heal their body, because you said through your stripes we are healed. Father, you said ask and it shall be given, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be open. A lot of drivers out there are seeking things in their life that they need. And you said you would be there for us and you would give us the desires of our heart as long as we seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. So Father, as we pray right now and we agree, we ask you to touch the families of the loved ones that are listening right now. And if any of them out there that are lost, I ask you to heal them and save their soul so they can come to heaven with you. If you're out there lost and you don't know Jesus, I ask you to say this prayer with me. Say, dear Jesus, I'm a sinner. I've sinned against you and my fellow man, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me of my sins and come into my heart and wash me as white as snow. If you prayed that prayer today and you meant it with your heart, God will forgive you no matter what you've done in your life. There is no sin too big. There's no ocean too wide, no mountain too high that he can't climb. And I encourage you today after this to go out and find a good church, get into a Bible, and try to live your life, the rest of your life, saved. Because you're saved now. Remember this day on December 5th that you asked God in your heart, and he's there. I appreciate all y'all watching. Again, thank y'all so much for everything. Thank you for all your support. Remember, every Sunday morning I do Trucker Sunday, which at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you don't have a church, you're out here on the road, I'll bring the Bible, I'll read the Bible to you, try to bring you a little message from God every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. So if you get a chance, make sure you join me on that. And remember, every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m., I do the Shawn Talks Trucking. God bless every one of y'all. I'll see y'all next time. It's Trucking Life with Shawn. Let's get it.